just don't know.
What I told you, Cutter.
People seen it, but they just don't know. People seen it, but they just don't know.
Huh?
People,
Let's go.
people seen it, but they just don't know. People seen it, but they.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icon. We here on 910 Sports Podcast Show once again. You know what I mean? First and foremost, want to thank God for this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For without him, this would not be possible. Next thing I want my man, right hand man, Mr. Dallas Cowboy himself. You know what I'm saying? In the building. Uh Mr. Mr. Do It All himself. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama's favorite host, Barry White Jr., Jacob the Great. What's going on, fam?
Man, what's happening? What's happening, man? Glad to be in the land of the living, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, we got a few topics to talk about. If you want one to start off with, you can, or I can jump right on in it.
I'll let you jump
So,
on in.
okay, so I got a few topics. The one I will talk about first, I'm going to talk about this Caitlin Clark situation. And basically with her, what I want to talk about discussing Caitlin Clark is her being roughed up in these first few games, because it almost looked like the Jordan rules. If you watch, it's kind of old school with it. I mean, they've been knocking her out of the air. They've been, flipping her over. They've been bumping her, and she haven't been getting, the NBA, a lot of the stuff they doing to her, those have been flagrant fouls and all kind of stuff. And, she's tried to be kind of like, it is part of the game, but her coach been complaining a lot lately, saying that, she don't feel like she's been treated fairly and things of that nature. So, and I've never seen this. Like, you are more of a WNBA fan than I am. I watch a little bit of women's college basketball. I know the main players. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know the fifth man, sixth man, eighth man on the bench type player when it comes to WNBA. But at the same time, I do respect their craft. I do like a lot of the women in the game. I'm more watching more like the Final Four when they come around for the women's college game than I do the actual WNBA in most cases. But I do feel like I've never seen this, heard of this, and all the WNBA been around of a player being treated like Caitlin Clark on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your thoughts on the whole thing?
I I just believe it's a whole lot of jealousy and a lot of envy, because they tried to make her a face of college basketball and she never won a ship, and she's done changed the narrative on, nobody ever got a shoe contract as big as hers, and people feel some sort of way about that, but don't feel some sort of way toward her. She didn't give her own self a deal. They gave it to her. So, I just think they just be trying to hurt her, bro. Like, real talk.
Yeah. The thing about it is with her, and the thing about she's kind of on the court. She's a little bit. I guess you're gonna say confidence or cocky, whatever. But most superstar players are. But at the same time, I think that she cares about the game. She cares about the well-being of other players, and I just feel like she's getting a raw deal of way people treating her as if she's causing all this on herself. She's not like a Pat Beverly where she just goes, or Draymond Green where she goes out of her way to be a butthole to people. You know what I mean? It's like, so I just feel like, to me, um, all this negative energy towards her is unwanted and unnecessary. So that's
Yeah.
my thought on it. So
Um, I just think, man, it's a whole lot of hate on that girl, man. Like, for real, bro. Like, for no reason, man. Like I'm not saying, like, go out there and play basketball. Don't try to hurt her intentionally, man. You know what I mean? And then when the reporter asks you about it, I don't want to hear nothing about no Caitlin Clark situation. Man, who are you to tell a reporter that?
mhm, exactly.
You lucky that a reporter want to interview you, because the WNBA don't get that many looks as it is.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Women's college basketball get better looks than WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
so these these players, man, because if the WNBA was that great, y'all won't have to go overseas and make no money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I just think instead of embracing her and kind of not saying follow her regiment, but just see what she got to say, man. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because she can really bring some enlightenment to the WNBA players union. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And man, it's just this division between black and white, man. It's crazy to me, man. It's real
Mm-hmm.
crazy. But as I see them little kids at the games, it's just as many black kids got Caitlin Clark jersey on as little white girls. For real, for real.
But see, that's the thing though. Is sports has always been the thing that brought people together and or whatever. Even since back, of course, it took Jackie Robinson some time to break through, but eventually, even baseball, basketball, football, all these sports is, they'll tell you when they on them on the court or on the field. That's the one time they don't think about race. All they care about is can the other player play? Now, whether you black, white, whatever, can you play? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So for us and for it to be a racial thing for Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because you got black people defending her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So it's kind of an ironic situation when black people gotta defend this girl because she ain't done nothing wrong with play basketball, but everybody act like she came here and tried to take over like some culture vulture and rap or something. Like it's crazy how people coming at her and how the other players are so you could see the jealousy by the way they treating her on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying?
And, and somebody said, now you know how Eminem feel.
I
Hey,
mean,
hey, I can't be mad at that. Hey,
no, yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
so I just think it's bananas. It's crazy, man. But I like Caitlin Clark. She a dog out there. She's a great player, and that's just what it is. And
Mhm.
I think she's a great player, and it's ever great. I think Aja Wilson a great player. I think Breonna Stewart a great player. You know what I mean? Um, Diana Taurasi, phenomenal player. Sue Bird was a phenomenal player. You like the list goes. Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper. The list goes on, man.
Mhm.
She's young. She's gonna be a great player that we look back on and say, "Oh yeah, she did that.
Yep.
She did that." And she's the type of player that Saudi Arabia lead over there offer her about 500 million. Believe that.
Yep. Mhm. Well,
They just
anyway,
offered they just offered Brandon James 400 million.
boom.
Saudi Arabia lead.
You for real?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, hey, go get it. Hey, if they gonna offer it to you, go get it. That's all I say. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying, man, that man in Saudi Arabia got that all money and that money alone, man. That man offered LeBron James 900 million for 1 year, boy.
Hey, Robert's him, I go get it after I retire. Mhm. But
Yeah.
even if he retire, the thing about LeBron, let's say he retired in the next 2-3 years. He go overseas. He'll like let's just say next 3 years he retire. He average only like 20 points a game. He go overseas, he gonna be back averaging 30 for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look what the DeMarcus Cousin average over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing about it, Stephon Marbury over in China, he got two statues.
Yeah.
He got one with him, then he got another one that he made them say, if you're gonna do another statue, it gotta be me and my teammates. Well, he got two statues over in China. Um,
Man, look at here.
that's crazy. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? That's never been done before.
no. Hey
You know
man,
what I'm
I can't be mad at that, man. Stephon did his thing, and that's what's up, man. So we're gonna move on, man, and we're gonna talk about the Ant Man.
saying? Okay.
And I'm gonna say this: no, he ain't do what they proclaimed he was gonna do. You know, they put their title on him. But I'm gonna say this: for you to just lose, and Adidas give you the type of deal that you got a commercial on TV and gave you a mega contract. Somebody believe in you.
Yeah. hmm I mean, another thing is this: you don't really have to be a champion to get shoes. You think about it. Michael Jordan had shoes way before he was a champion. You know
But
what I'm
hold
saying?
on, Lock, hold on. It's never been a person who lost like that and then got a sneaker deal. They normally get a sneaker deal before the season starts. That man just lost, got kicked out the playoffs, and and then 5 6 days later, he get a big sneaker contract. Man, come on, man.
But I'm telling you, I mean, I'm just saying. Michael Jordan had a shoe deal when 85, 86, 84.
Yeah, but you gotta think Michael Jordan just came off a championship ring, man.
From who? With who? Talking about with the Olympics?
No, you talking about? I'm talking about when they beat Georgetown. He hit the game-winning shot that blow him up to get the sneaker deal.
But I mean, he didn't get that shoe deal until he got to the NBA. He didn't get no shoe deal in college.
I ain't saying college, but that blow him up to be able to get the shoe deal in NBA.
I mean, but
All I got
back
to say,
then,
man,
I don't know if that really relate to the other because back then
it, it
they
does.
ain't giving out shoe deals in no college play. I don't care who you were. If that's the case, the hell, Ewing was a bigger fan in college than Jordan was a bigger player than he was. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, Len Bias would have got a shoe deal straight out of. I mean, it's a lot of players that would have got shoe deals. Magic and Bird would have got one still in college if they
I
was
didn't
if
say
they was
why he was
based off
still
of
in
that.
college. I said what he did in college, being a champion in college, led up to him getting that shoe deal in the pros.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I mean,
And
I see
then
what you're
and
saying with
then
Ant though.
and then and then he was so marketable, bro. Like Jordan was marketable, bro.
Yeah,
Joe, like if we go back to his rookie season, man. Sometime I dream that he is me. You know what, man? Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Hell no, stop it, boy. He ain't say if
yeah,
I can be like if I can be like Tim, if I can be like Ron, if I can be like Irvin, if I can be like Larry. They said if I can be like Mike, man, get out of here,
yeah,
boy. Man. I mean, I'm just saying, man. But Ant Man, he but 22 years old, man. By the time he get 25 years old, bro, he gonna only believe that because
hmm
by the time he get 25 or 26, Bron gonna be gone, Katie gonna be gone, Steph gonna be gone, like all them gonna be gone, bro.
hmm
You know what I mean?
yep. So he might be, he might come behind LeBron as being that next billionaire while he's still playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, but I feel the thing. My whole thing I never really liked. I said, okay, here we come with the bull jive. But I heard somebody say, I forgot who it was, but they said, Ant, love it now. I think it was my matter of fact, Brian, Adrian Watson that said this. He said, love it now. He said, because at some point they gonna hate on you when you lose. And my thing is that that Jordan thing they put too much on him because it kept building and building. And then now when you get to the playoffs and then you get to that moment where other team just flat out better than y'all. That's just all it really boiled down to. It had nothing really to do with Ant-Man. It had to do with they was better. You got two killers on the other side. You got Irvin that, now he in the right head space, and you got Luka.
But
And he can have and we know Carlton Towns is softer than tissue. So at the end of the day, him and Rudy Gobert, they need to get rid of both one of them because they're not gonna help Ant win no championship no time soon if
I
you
get
keep.
I get rid of Carl at the town. You know why? You know why I keep Rudy, man?
Wow.
because Rudy's a shot blocker, man. You know what I mean? And there ain't really been a lot of shot blockers in the league, man, since like Timmy Duncan and a few other players, man. So I'll keep Rudy, man, because you can kind of beef Rudy up, man. Rudy just need to get with somebody like Elijah One or somebody like that, man, or Pat Ewing, man. Some of the greats, man, to really train him because he ain't got no footwork, man. He really slower than molasses, man. So I just think that when it come to that right there, man, you can work on Rudy, put some weight on him, man, get his foot coordination down, man, and he can develop a little 14 footer, 15 footer, man. Well, he can have that baseline jumper, he can have that little straightforward 17 footer, man, and I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with. So you know what I mean.
Um, I don't know. To me, because like you said, they can't really use him in the playoffs. Every year in the playoffs, he get exposed. And I just don't. I just think you can't teach hard, and you got to want it. Because think about it, with the White Howard really didn't care about winning the championship until he seen the end. When he got with the Lakers, that he really wanted it. But before that, he was just getting by for his talent. And Rudy Gobert is nowhere near as talented as even Dwight Howard or athletic. So
But he
I
can
just
be
feel athletic or talented.
talent, man. He can develop a jump shot. He can develop better foot coordination. You know what I mean? And he can put on about a good 30, 35, 40 pounds. You know what I mean? Um, um, so I think that he can get there, man. He just got to work with somebody, man. You know what I mean?
How old is Rudy Gobert now?
Probably about 27, 26, 27.
So but think about this now. He went through this with Donovan Mitchell, because Donovan Mitchell kind of pulled his card. Now he going through this with Ant and them. And the thing what I don't like to see not from Ant's side, because I love what Ant does. He motivates his players. You shouldn't have to keep motivating a Rudy Gobert and a Karl Anthony Towns in the playoffs. If you watch the sound bites when they have Ant mic'd up, he's always having to like coach up Ant, man. I mean, coach up Cat or coach up Rudy Gobert. It's like, bro, y'all been in the league this long. First of all, why y'all got to get motivated to play harder? Two, why does Ant Man always got to tell y'all what to do and where to be? You know what I'm saying? Y'all should automatically understand and know how to do these things by now. You know what I'm saying? And Cat is like he's like the dumbest big man I ever seen. First of all, he don't hold his hands up. He guards people like he 5'11" instead of 6'10", 7 feet tall, and he gets the dumbest fouls I ever seen. The fouls he gets
I
don't
just don't know how somebody guards somebody like that 5'10" and they got a wingspan of somebody that's 7'7".
just it's ridiculous how do you, because if you watch Karl Anthony Towns, he guards people like James Harden. He don't put his hands out. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stands there like half-heartedly. And I'm like, bro, don't you realize you like 6'10", 6'11"? If you just put your hands up and stand straight up, you could take a lot. First of all, you ain't gonna get called for half the stuff, because if you go jump straight up, they're not gonna call the foul on you. But you leaning in and always reaching and all that, you reach too much for a big man. You know what I'm saying? It's like his mindset is like, oh, I'm 6'2", I'm 6'1". No, bro, you 6'10". Play like it.
Well, no, that'll never happen, man, because he already think that he got the same shooting range as Steph Curry, which is a bold-faced lie. I don't know who told that wrestler that, man. That wrestler, they trying to come back and get close until closing the margin of the game. And his big 6'10", 6'11", tail like they're shooting threes, man. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, man? That makes no sense at all, man. But, anyway, man, moving on, man. We're going to tap in what Draymond Green said for a little bit, man.
Okay.
Draymond Green, now, it's two things he said. Shaq was on his podcast. He tells Shaquille O'Neal that the Golden State Warriors would have shut him down. Shaq, Shaq kindly chuckled. He said, "Who? Andrew Bogut?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, I Bogut in front of you, I'm behind you." He said, "Man, both of y'all gonna fall out because
Mm-hmm.
neither one of y'all have that type of strength."
Exactly.
He said,
Uh,
when I played, we could really dip our shoulders." And Draymond, you definitely don't want that.
and Draymond response was, well, we don't have to worry about nobody else basically with Kobe because y'all couldn't shoot.
Man,
So
please.
so I'm like, well, obviously they could do something if they made it to 3 championships in a row. They could shoot good enough. Well,
Yeah.
everybody think that you got to be Steph and Curry and Draymond. I mean, Steph and Clay to win a championship. No, you do not. You just got to be efficient enough and hit open shots, and that's what the
Like
Lakers players did.
like I tell people, man, it's a lot of players that I can say that can't outplay Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher never got tired, and he played offense and defense.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You say what we want to say, and Derek Fisher hit a lot of big shots, bro.
And how tall was Derek Fisher?
Six, 6'2.5", 6'3".
Okay.
That's what they say.
So you think he was quick? You think he quick enough to run around and chase Steph?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Man, I can't. I tell people all the time, man. One of my favorite players, he got hurt was Brandon Roy, bro. Brandon Roy used to cook people,
Hmm.
and Damon Stoudemire was a little bitty dude and used to cook people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and let's not forget about how Chris Jackson used to cook people,
Oh yeah.
and we ain't gonna forget about how Monte Ellis used to cook people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people don't know. Golden State was the fans was mad when at first when Golden State traded Monte Ellis for Steph Curry. A lot of fans was mad about that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't realize, I just don't understand how he fell off so quick. I don't know if he lost his confidence when he got traded, but it seemed like he just fell off real fast. I never understood that because he never had
Everybody
no
don't.
major injury.
Everybody don't fit everybody offense, man.
But I
And
forgot
and and
where did he go to after that?
what he went to? Was it the Bucks?
Might have been. You know what I'm saying? Because he just like played like one more year and that was it. Like 1 or 2
Yeah,
more years after that, that was it.
but he had already been in the league for about 10 years, 11 years.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a
And
light
and,
look.
and, 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 and you know he had two big contracts.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Draymond Green tripping. Sometimes he players say stuff I just think just because of. Well, I do believe Draymond Green is one of the people that actually believe what he say. I don't think he necessarily does it for like clickbait or does it for like just for the boost his ratings on his podcast. I really do believe him and JJ Redick. I really do believe they believe what they say. That they
I,
really
I,
think.
man, JJ Redick a whole clown, bro. You can say what you want to say about Doc Rivers, JJ Redick. Your best years came from when Doc was coaching you, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Well, because he definitely, I don't know what happened to him. He first got in the league. He couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot a pebble into the water at first. You know what I mean? And he got with the Clippers for a few years and kind of resurrected his career. I ain't necessarily because of Doc, but he definitely resurrected his career. Playing with Chris, I think
Well,
playing with Chris Paul now.
we ain't gonna say it's cause of Doc, but it looked like it's cause of Doc because that's the only coach that got something out you.
Yeah. Well, you could say Doc, or you could say Chris Paul got it out of him. You know what I mean?
Either
'Cause,
or,
yeah,
either or is fine.
me
Either or is
personally, I
fine.
go with Chris Paul because Doc Rivers ain't really shown me
Man,
that he's a great coach. That's just
I
me.
can listen, man. Maybe so, but all I know, Doc was the coach, so it came out of him when Doc was coaching him. So, hey, we can say how we want to say it. The proof is in the pudding that you didn't play no good ball until you was coached up under Doc Rivers.
Man, you can say that. You know what I mean? The reason why I did say Chris Paul, because even with the championship he won in Boston, if you hear a lot of the players say it, a lot of us say it was really because Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and them boys kind of pretty much, I ain't gonna say they coached themselves, but they kind of knew they would kind of take over, even like the huddle, or they would know on the court like certain things to do and tell which player to do what, and they would kind of like, it's kind of like with Baltimore with Ray Allen, I mean with Ray Lewis and them boys, Shannon Sharp and all them. They kind of, knew what the dude came into practice every day, and the players just followed behind the leaders, Ed Reed and them boys and Rod Woodson. They followed behind them, and the coaches even say they didn't even have to do a whole lot of rah speeches and tell their players what to do, because Ray Lewis and whether it was the front four, the linebackers or the secondary, everybody had a leader in every group, so they never had to tell these players what to do. And I think that's how by the time Ray Allen and KG and Paul Pierce and them got together, they were so hungry to win a championship. Nobody Doc Rivers just had to do was show up.
I don't even think that's why they won a championship, though, Icon. And people look at me crazy when I say this. Without that general on the floor named Rondo, they
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
have won no championship.
definitely.
You
I
know.
100% agree with that. 100% agree. But they didn't. But the thing about they wasn't expecting that though. They weren't expecting his rookie, because you got to think he was what, a rookie, second year player when they won. They
Yeah.
weren't expecting him to come in and play that good his first year. The first couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you look at Phoenix, and it's a prime example when you need a true point guard. Think about if you had Rondo in Phoenix right now in his prime, or just it don't got to be his prime. Let's just say a couple of years ago when he was with the Lakers when they won the championship. I think Phoenix would have been in the final, at least the Western Conference Finals this year, if you would have had that Rondo, because Rondo would have understood how to get the ball to everybody, and he would have got in KG, he would have got in KD, but when he, whatever, when he not playing what he's supposed to be playing, he would have got with Devin Booker. He would have got in their face and told them what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that it's time for the GM to go from Phoenix.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, speaking of which, go ahead. That's the next
he
topic
ain't
too.
he ain't did nothing to impress me.
No, that's the next topic too, bro. I'm glad you said that, because the next topic we're gonna speak on is GMs firing these coaches when they not warranted. You know what I'm saying? So first, was Darvin Ham. I always said that Darvin Ham never fit the Lakers. He should have never been there in the first place. But that was a Rob Pelinka and a Jeannie Buss decision. That had nothing. That was not a LeBron and AD decision. That was a Jeannie Buss, because they didn't want to pay Tyrone Lue. Ty Lue. That's who LeBron and AD wanted, was Ty Lue. They didn't want to give him the extra year, so they went with a cheaper coach, and they got what they got. But he should have never been there in the first place. The Lakers don't need a startup coach. They need a veteran coach to coach somewhere like that. Now, I ain't talking about just with LeBron. I'm saying the Lakers in general. They need just like with Dallas Cowboys. When you in a high profile, all eyes on me situation, you need a coach that understands how to handle players and situations in that situation. And that was a bad situation for Darvin Ham to be in. And then you fire Rick Carlisle. Indiana has not been relevant since Paul George. And your best player gets hurt in the Eastern Conference Finals after game one. What you expect was going to happen? And they still played Boston to a standoff almost every game. They still played them all the way to the point where the Indiana was winning most of the games, and Boston had to come back. And you fire him for what? If I was the Lakers, I'd be jumping all over Rick Carlisle right now. They talking about hiring JJ Redick. Okay, well, why see what you get? I ain't saying
If I
JJ
was the
Redick.
if I was Lakers, I'd be going after Griffin that used to coach for the Bucks.
That too. But these finding these coaches, Frank Vogel getting fired from Phoenix, he can't help if doggone Bradley Beal can't stay on the court. That they should have never picked up Bradley Beal to begin with.
That was a
That's
horrible.
that was a GM situation.
That was a horrible pickup, Bradley Beal. Bradley
Yes,
Beal, man. Let me tell you something, man. Uh, a cat that get kicked in the alley stay healthy more than he do.
that's what I'm saying. And the thing about Bradley Beal would have been better off somewhere like Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers, Milwaukee, somewhere where he could just catch and shoot. But they had to rely too much on him to be a scorer and whatever. And he's not really, that's not in his part of his career, that's not really what he is anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a bad pickup
And they
for them
gave
to
him too
rely
much
on
money.
him. Exactly. And you got three players all doing the same thing. But all of them catch and shoot type players. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and him. All of them, they do the exact same thing. None of them do anything different. So I just think these GMs need to be held accountable, and these owners. They so afraid of these players and what they gonna think. We need to go back to old school. Pat Riley, Red Auerbach. We need to
Chuck
go back
Daly.
to Chuck Daly. We need to go back to them type of coaches that don't care what these players think anymore and quit always catering to them. Well, okay, if a player on a 4 or 5 year deal and whatever, shoot, okay, you want out if you want to. You better get your butt on that court and play. I'm paying you $250 million. I don't want to hear nothing from you about talking about you want to get traded. You know what I'm saying? You better get out there and play. You know what I'm saying? That's
And
what you better
and
do.
and man, I'm gonna say this: Kawhi Leonard ain't no Hall of Famer.
At this point, nah, I wouldn't. Nah, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. But they gonna put him in the Hall of Fame because they put everybody in the Hall of Fame.
The trophy of load management goes to Kawhi Leonard.
You know, well, you know what I'm saying? And then my thing is, if I was Paul George, I would take this next train smoking up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
When the last time Kyrie, not Kyrie, but Kawhi Leonard played close to a full season?
He ain't never shoot. Probably back when he first was with the Spurs, probably his first couple of years. Because you got to remember, the reason why he left the Spurs because he kind of dang near faked the injury or milked it to the end where Popovich got tired of it. But you got to remember the training staff said he was cleared to play. And he kept talking about, oh, I feel soreness in my knee. You know what I'm saying? And it went on for a whole season. And that season, that's where they traded to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? And Toronto lucked up and got that championship out of him. But everybody know if Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson wouldn't have got hurt, they wouldn't have won that title. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Ray Charles know that he was dead and blind. You know what I'm saying? He know that.
Okay.
So
So another thing Draymond said that he would lock up Rasheed Wallace and Bunzy Wells.
Draymond, he must be drinking that Shannon Sharp Laporte. You know what I'm saying? He got to get high or drunk before he do his shows. The only person that really can stop Rasheed Wallace is Rasheed Wallace. I will say that much. I will agree because Colin Cowherd talks about Rasheed Wallace all the time when he said Rasheed Wallace and KG and Lotto will tell you the same thing. He could have been the best big man. He could have been top 5 big man ever in the NBA, but he wasn't motivated on most nights. They said the only time he was
He was
motivated,
lazy.
huh?
He was lazy.
Yeah, only time he was motivated if he played against KG, against Amari Stoudemire,
Or Tim
or
Duncan.
Tim Duncan. He'll cook them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do nothing with him. But if he played against somebody like, I don't know, like Brian Scalabrine or somebody, you know what I'm saying? He gonna play like he, you know what I'm saying, like he playing against Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I never understood why Rasheed Wallace was like that. You know what I'm saying? So because because the Portland probably got the best out of him. You know, they could have won a championship with him. And be honest with you, if he would have dominated more than most nights, they probably would have. But like I said, he would take nights off. You know, So because his wingspan was crazy. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I think he had like a 7'5" wingspan. Them long arms he had.
He's
You
6'10", man.
you
6'10",
know.
6'11".
Because the thing about it was he'll tell you he can't say playing against Shaq because Shaq would have him beat up. You know, trying to post up with him down there, but Shaq couldn't do nothing with him on the other end either. You know what I mean? So I mean, Rasheed Wallace, but yeah, for I put you like this: if Draymond Green was going at Rasheed Wallace and yapping and doing all that talking he be doing, I guarantee Rasheed Wallace will cook Draymond just off of him running his mouth.
I just
You
want to
know,
know: is Deion Sanders a rap star football coach?
shit, you seen the son got a new song, Shador. It's kind of
What
hot
what,
too, man.
what is he a rap star football coach, man? Look, Dion, come on, man.
Well, Dion got a song too.
Dion out here got a Dion, man. You on a feature with Yellow Bees and Plies, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, Billy
Come
and
on,
Paul. I gotta hear that.
man. He got one Yellow Bees that feature him and Plies feature him. I said, man, Dion, come on. Yeah, man, come on, Dion. You doing too much, man. Come on, Dion, man. You
I know
know.
Shador got a song out right now that's kind of hot, but I ain't know Dion was on that.
I guess it must be the money.
Hey, you know Dion love that limelight. He love the attention. Dion ain't gonna never stop loving that attention till that casket drop. He love that attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boiled down to. You know what I mean? I would like I say he keeps talking about he don't want to be in the NFL. Let somebody in the NFL offer him the right bag. Let Jerry Jones come and say, I'm gonna give you 10, 15 million a year to come coach the Cowboys. I guarantee you he gonna leave Colorado. You know what I'm saying? No.
Can you see Dion
Especially
coaching the Cowboys?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But the only way I couldn't see it is because Jerry Jones ain't gonna take that shine off himself. But if he let Dion come in there, I could see Dion running coaching the Cowboys. I ain't
Man,
gonna say that's gonna go. Huh?
Jerry don't shine. What you talking about, man?
He don't what?
He don't shine.
I ain't say he gonna shine. I said he don't like the attention taken off of him.
Man, who listens to Jerry?
Hey, well, in his mind, everybody does.
Man, please, man.
So that's why he get them coaches that don't that's just gonna stand over and do the yes men. Because he
Oh,
know,
but it's going down this year because Mike Zimmer and Mike McCarthy ain't gonna get along. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro.
oh Lord.
Zimmerman a hard nosed coach, boy.
Well, he might need that. He might want that because sometimes them type of coaches is better because you got one coach that's soft and you got the other one that's hard, and then that means that the soft coach will be like, good, I don't have to worry about yelling at the players. I'll let the other coach do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the same thing they saying about our coach. You know what I mean? Our offensive coordinator and our coach. Dan Quinn is more hard, and the offensive coordinator is more like a player type coach. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think about Bill Belichick coaching college?
Bill Belichick? Nah, he
Yeah.
wouldn't. He wouldn't like it. If
So
Nick Saban ran for the Hills, dog on Bill Belichick would hate it because Bill Belichick ain't trying to be in them houses recruiting players and these players being divas and all that. Nah, Bill Belichick need to go somewhere and sit down.
I think Tom Brady might try to coach.
Yeah, he might. I could see him maybe trying to do it. But I don't know if Brady would have the patience for it. I think Brady kind of like a Michael Jordan type. I don't think they would have the patience to coach.
Okay.
Magic Johnson couldn't do it because he didn't have the patience for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Brady having the patience to coach. You know what I'm saying? Players that he feel like, especially players nowadays, and they're not gonna let us listen. And then you can't keep players long enough to train them up. These players leaving, if they don't get the start, they transferring.
Hey man,
Or
I just don't know how Magic ain't have the patience, man. Hey man, you see how big his son is? His son is 16, dog, and he's 16 and we're eyeliner. What you mean you ain't got no patience?
I knew you gonna say something crazy. I knew you
I'm
gonna say
just,
something crazy.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, man.
I can't with you, bro. I can't with you.
Hey man, his son look like he hang out with Malika Mill.
There we go. There we go.
Him, Malika Mill, and Susan Honeycombs.
Who was Susan Honeycomb?
Did he?
Lord have mercy. So we got Malika Mill, aka Meek Mill. We got Sonny Honeycomb, aka Diddy, and now we got Magic Johnson's son, whatever his name is.
Man, listen, man. Hey, man,
Well, well, at least,
when,
at
when,
least, at least, at least,
hey,
at least
bro,
his son.
when you 16 and you sponsored by Maybelline, good God, bro, like, come on, man.
Hey, yeah, what it is, hey. You
Hey,
know,
man, man, I thought Magic would have had more patience than that. I mean, shout out to you, Magic, man, because you did everything, bro. Like, when it comes to a businessman, there's no better businessman than Magic Johnson, man.
you know what? I kind of think like with him and Dwayne Wade, they handle the situations with their kids the best they can. Because a lot of time, if you kind of be too like,
Right. I
I,
agree.
if you get be too crazy with your kids and you already in the limelight, and your kids get the bucking and whatever, and being like rebellious, you can make the situation worse. So
Well,
I think,
I don't put him and Magic in the same like Dwayne Wade. Your kid was 10 years old, bro. A 10-year-old don't know what they are.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the way they handle it in the public eye, I think is best them to do it that way because you don't want it to be where it just get all kind of out of
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
and it
yeah.
just you just best to you know what let me just even if behind closed doors you acting a fool with them at least in the public just act like ain't tripping.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean kind of like Will Smith and his son and daughter. You don't know what they are. One day they women, one day they men. You don't know what the heck they got going on.
What's this
So
whole thing about Odell Beckham and Justin Bieber? Oh man,
what's going on with them?
boy, listen, man. Well, they say Odell suspect. Boy, listen, man.
I mean that don't even surprise me. Like they ain't never surprised me. Like if Odell was, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Some people don't surprise me if I hear certain things about certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like some things like we talked about this morning on the other show. Men, when they express themselves a certain way, they doing it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And because men not going to dress up, they not going to do certain things as a man if they not a certain way. So when a
Yeah,
man
like
expresses himself,
yeah,
sometimes it's a reason behind that.
yeah, cause if I heard something about Russell Westbrook, it definitely wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Like certain players, you know what I mean? Like, certain people, I'll just be like, when I see them, I'm like, if they came out, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
whatever. And it's not bashing nobody. I'm just saying how I look at it. Like it is what it is. People live the life to how they want to live it, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit on certain
If you
players.
were an NBA team, would you hire Dawn Staley?
Heck yeah, I already told you. She should need to be the first female head coach.
That's
And,
too much.
and
That's too much testosterone for her, man. That's too much for her. That's too much for her, bro. And they're
well, you
not gonna
said it,
listen, bro. It's gonna be a complete interest. They ain't gonna listen, bro.
I think they would.
I think somebody might try to get it done, boy.
I mean, you gonna always have them players that's like that, but I feel like that Don Staley has enough respect from the league and players that I think she could coach on the
I
NBA.
want to say that icon, man, but since this is so much of a players' league, man, and Dawn ain't the type of person that just let you have your way.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: I will put her on a team with young players. You know what I'm saying? Like they had like in Houston when old boy first got there,
You
or
talking about something
whatever.
like the grit, like the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, somebody young. I wouldn't put them on like I wouldn't start off on like the veteran team. You know what I'm saying? But I would put on a young team like the Charlotte Hornets. Somebody young where she could come in and develop them, and maybe turn them around and get them at least maybe to the first round of the playoff. Even though, like I said before, like Mike destroyed that team or whatever, but somebody like that can come in, maybe turn it around. Because once again, Charlotte hired another coach that you scratching your head like, who was this coach they didn't hire?
Charlotte
So
who?
I forgot who they hired, but it's some coach or assistant we never heard of. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, I just don't. I really believe she could coach in the NBA. I really do. I like her demeanor. I like her swag. I like the fact that she
Oh,
always referencing
I'm
God.
never gonna say she can't coach. I think she can. But what all I'm saying, man, is just because she a female, they would not want to listen, bro.
Well, see, if she was just an average female, yeah, but she's done won on the highest level on every level. She's won championships. She's won Olympic gold medals. She's won. You know what I'm saying? She's won on every single level of her life. So for you, and it's NBA head coaches ain't even done that. That never even played the game and was great coaches. So I just feel like she at least should get a chance, a shot if she wanted it. You know
No
what I'm
man,
saying?
I wish she come and coach Indiana Fever because they coach is trash. But
Oh yeah.
that woman don't know what she's doing more bit than the goddamn man in the moon. But like that woman is a horrible coach. Who the hell hired her? Somebody need to just call them into the office and be like, oh yeah, you fired too. You fired
That's
just
like the
hired her.
USC coach. The USC coach that was coaching Bronny and them. Everybody just think, oh yeah. I'm like, if you watch, I used to watch almost all the USC games just because of Bronny. And their coach was terrible. He was trash. His
So
rotation was worse
so
than
so
Marvin.
hold back, Icon. You saying the men's basketball coach for USC, the Trojans, is
Yeah,
just as worse as the football coach for the Trojans?
yeah. He worse.
Oh,
He was
oh,
worse.
oh,
He was
oh,
worse.
wow.
He was worse. Because at least with the USC coach, they can run up the score. You know what I'm saying? They can get points on the board. With USC, you had all that talent because you got to think they had the number one player in the draft. I mean, in the college basketball last year, like number one, number two coming out of high school. They had Bronny. They had a few players. They had Dennis Robinson, and they were straight garbage. I mean, and it went. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the coach, he just looked like he was lost out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I see why Bronny was thinking about if he would have went to the NBA that he was gonna transfer because he was straight. That coach was trash. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm
I
saying? And Lincoln Riley is just as bad. I don't know why Lincoln Riley get all this credit because he don't never have a defensive coordinator that's worth 2 cents. Because
hey,
coaching ain't just about the players; it's about your staff too.
I just got one more question to ask you before we end this, Icon. How long is Michigan gonna be on probation? Them the most dirtiest dudes in college football. They won the championship, and nothing was did about it just because of who their head coach family is.
And you know what's bad? A black head coach had to take over to inherit that responsibility.
I'm trying to tell you now.
That's the bad part about it.
And he gonna get all the backlash and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he wasn't the head coach, he was the main part of the staff.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep, yep. Well, I got one more question before we get out of here. Well, I'm gonna throw two questions at you. One, about this whole players getting paid. Cause we didn't talk about this last week about the players from back in the day getting paid. Did we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't.
So what's your opinion? My thought, no, well, my quick thoughts on it is about time. They deserve it. I'm with the players.
I don't, man.
Whatever.
I don't think the players from back in the day should get paid nothing, man. That wasn't in effect when y'all played, bro. Stop crying, man. Ain't nobody is not our fault because you done went out there drinking Henderson every day and playing scratch offs. You ain't got no more money.
All right. Okay. One last question, and this is me just spitballing real fast, but I just thought your thoughts on it earlier. Do you think if James Harden left the Lakers, do you think he would be a good fit for the left the Clippers be a good fit for the Lakers as a point guard type player for them? Because you're not asking him to be James Harden in Houston or Oklahoma City. You're asking him just to be a playmaker, which he's always been good
I
at that.
mean, I mean, if he can get the Lakers 22 and by 8, yeah, I think so. Because that's what he did at Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like to me he would be an upgrade over D'Angelo Russell because I feel like he's a little bit more consistent and he understands how to play make a little bit more because he'll still give you 8, 9 dimes. He can hit a few hit a few shots or whatever, and you don't have to rely on him as much. You still got LeBron and AD that you can rely on in the fourth quarter, and he don't have all that pressure on him to live up to.
When I look at D'Angelo Russell, I think of D-Lo's lemonade stand.
Who?
D-Lo's lemonade stand.
Who is lemonade stand?
D-Lo lemonade stand. You know why?
Why is that?
Because that's about the only thing that he can do is pour up some lemonade. He's trash.
Boy. Anyway, on that note, go ahead and give out a drop so we can get out of here.
Thank you for tuning in to the 901 Sports Podcast Network. Now screaming in 191 countries worldwide. Brought to you by Zeno FM in the Village Global Network. With online monitoring with online radio box. Thank you for your ongoing support. Peace and blessings. Tune in.
It's been a great show, great day. I want to officially welcome our newest member of 910 Sports Entertainment Network, Miss Tori Nelson. Please check out her show, Show Enough. Tori Nelson Show Enough, I think that's what it's called. Check out her show. And she's gonna be on every Sunday at 7 p.m. And she's an boxer, professional boxer, I think 13-time champ. She's in the Hall of Fame. So look her up. You know what I'm saying? And she has a great personality. She had a great show earlier today with her guest and whatever. And I guarantee y'all gonna love her. So please tune into her show or whatever, and continue to follow out Freedom Fridays with Apostle Q. And you know what I'm saying? We out of here. See y'all next time.
Peace.
People seen it, but they just don't know.
What I told you, Cutter.
People seen it, but they just don't know. People seen it, but they just don't know.
Huh?
People,
Let's go.
people.